What's up, everybody? I took my very first Forex trade almost exactly 3 years ago, back in September of 2019, and I've been trading and studying the market every day since then. Let me tell you, I've come a long way. Back then, I'd risk up to half of my account on one trade, hoping that I would win the trade. I blew several accounts doing that and also blew through several thousands of dollars. Basically, I wasn't even trading, it was more like gambling. Over time, I realized you have to use very low risk, 1 or 2% per trade, in order to get anything going. Then I learned about compounding strategies. I learned about relative strength, currency correlations. I tailored all of this to my quick scalping style, and now I'm able to consistently keep around a 70 to 80% win rate. This was a very rough journey to get here though. I really did put my all into learning this, and at times I wondered if I had made the wrong decision. I would literally lose sleep and I'd be thinking, is this really something I want to do full time? Is this even possible to do? I actually almost quit a couple of times, but I decided to hang in there and continue learning from my mistakes and studying the market, reading books on trading, trading psychology, technical analysis. I did tons of back testing. I pretty much immersed myself into the world of currency trading. Right around year 2 is when everything started to click for me. This was when I started passing FTMO challenges very easily. My win rate went up considerably, and I felt very confident from that point on. Overall, I'm very happy with my choice to become a Forex trader, and here's why. So let's start with the good news. Forex trading will most likely always be around in some form or another. Different countries use different currencies. There won't ever be just one currency that's widely used around the world. That means there will always be some form of currency to trade. So this is a lifelong skill, and that makes it very valuable. Also, the technical skills you learn from the currency market also apply to all of the other markets. That means all of the stocks, index funds, precious metals like gold and silver, commodities like wheat, lumber, oil, coffee. Anything that is traded on an exchange has the exact same patterns and technical rules that Forex pairs have. So now when I look at the Apple stock chart or even on cryptocurrencies, I can quickly spot the same buy and sell signals that I see every day trading currencies. I've basically become a lightweight investor in the process of becoming a Forex trader. As time goes on, I'll learn even more about all of the other markets. Another great thing about Forex trading is the basically unlimited income potential. Like I mentioned earlier, you do want to stick to 1 or 2% risk per trade, but the size of your account can be any size. If you're trading with $100,000 of capital, you'd be risking $1,000 or $2,000 per trade. And what about $500,000 in capital? That would be $5,000 to $10,000 per trade. The amount you'd make even from a small 10% gain every month would be insanely high, and that's not a difficult number to reach at all. You have to work your way up to such large account sizes, but once you get there, the income potential is definitely worth it. One of the best things about becoming a trader is the very light schedule. I usually trade around 2 hours Monday through Friday, and maybe another hour of analysis and journaling, and that's pretty much it. If you do become full-time, this leaves a huge amount of time for you to do other things or even run an entire separate business on the side. You also get location independence. You can trade from anywhere in the world, and since it's a 24-hour market, you can decide which of the sessions works best for your schedule. And the last of the good things that I'll mention today is that trading will force you to become very mentally healthy. The act of profitable trading requires that you take accountability for your actions, which unfortunately a lot of people aren't able to do in our current society. You have to have the mental discipline to follow your trading plan rules and never do things like revenge trade or over risk, which will quickly burn up your account. That leads me into the bad things about Forex trading. It is very easy to lose money if you aren't following the rules. You can very quickly blow an account from over risking on just a few trades. Either you'll teach yourself discipline or you'll fail. It's really just that simple. It is a very sensitive and very risky profession. Only the truly skilled people who can master their own psychology will be able to maintain a profit, and this can be a turnoff for some people. One other bad thing is that trading is actually very mentally exhausting. Even though I only trade for around 2 hours per session, I can tell you that by Thursday and Friday, I am completely worn out. Some weeks I'll even take Friday off because I just don't have the energy to do it. Your brain power actually uses up a lot of calories in your body, even more than physical labor. The act of thinking so much in such a short amount of time can end up draining you very quickly. On top of that, the ups and downs of trading can affect your mood. If you're doing it correctly, you really shouldn't have too many red days, but 2 red days in a row can definitely get to you. Part of your trading plan should include max daily loss limits, usually a max of around 5%, so that a red day or 2 really won't do too much damage to your account. If you do break your profitable trading plan, it's up to you to come up with some sort of punishment for yourself so that you can correct the behavior. This can be forcing yourself to take a day off. You could beat yourself with a whip. No, I'm just kidding. But there has to be a consequence, otherwise you'll go on losing money for days on end. So those are some of the bad things. Let's finally move on to the downright ugly parts of Forex trading. You are at the mercy of the market when you're doing this. Now, the good news here is I've never seen a single trading session without at least one good trading opportunity in the entire 3 years of me trading. I don't trade holidays, so I'm not counting those. But if you trade just a couple of pairs, there will be times when it's much harder to come by trade opportunities. I personally got around this by trading more pairs. It's also very easy to start imagining seeing an opportunity when there's not really one there. When things are more scarce, you want to make money and there haven't been any good patterns yet, and this leads to obvious losses. It really only takes 1 day of breaking from the trading plan and over risking or revenge trading, and this can completely wipe out your entire account. This is a very, very scary thought, and that alone really should be enough to keep you in line. I guess you could compare it to being like a firefighter or those guys that work on the cell phone towers. Just one little mistake and it is game over. This is not one of these cushy, easy little jobs filling out TPS reports. This is very serious and risky stuff that we're doing here, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart. So overall, I personally am very happy with my choice to become a Forex trader and very glad that I didn't quit while I was still learning. Any aspiring traders need to realize that this is not something that you can learn over the weekend. It is a 2 to 3 year long learning process with unlimited income potential after that. If you're able to be disciplined enough to follow a profitable trading plan, you will make money, period. There are enough solid trade opportunities every day to sustain a very livable income. Worst case scenario, if day trading, scalping the 5-minute charts is too fast paced for you, you can always transfer those technical skills over to slower investments on the hourly or the daily charts, and you can make money that way. The skill is very valuable to have regardless of what you decide to do with it. So that's all I have for today. I don't want to make this video too long. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and don't forget to press the like button if you enjoyed the content. Remember to always trade responsibly, and I'll see you guys later.